we may be at an inflection point finally for the baby boomer generation. So how do you help plan a portfolio when we may be approaching this great shift out of equities and presumably into fixed income, and what that regime change is going to, how that's going to affect how you plan, because there are 75 million of them.
10,000 baby boomers are retiring today in this country.
It's a big number.
It's a huge number, right? And on the demographics equals destiny idea, to piggyback on that, the working age population in high income earning developed nations and China has plateaued and is projected to go down over the next 25 years. So that shortage in workers, I would argue, might, and I emphasize might, mean additional wages or higher wages can be demanded, ergo some level of inflation. If we have that paradigm shift and we look at a 60-40 portfolio, how we, in the 60%, so in the stock portfolio, how we use different types of equities in different sectors can largely become much more important if we enter into an environment where we do have an above average level of inflation on the heels of the last 10 years. And what I was talking about earlier is, it's not like the Fed has driven markets entirely for the last decade, but when we are in a rate where interest rates are at zero, right? The Fed takes its balance sheet to 9 trillion. The Federal Reserve and the Treasury have a shotgun wedding, which I dubbed Freasury on Twitter.
Good one.
Right? Like, it's an environment that we have to understand contextually. We have an entire generation of investors right now today who have only known zero interest rate policy and balance sheet policy for their entire investing careers, whether they're in the professional world like us or those self-directed investors. Fixed income becomes very important. What is the average effective duration of the bonds in that portfolio? What's the credit quality? And this is nothing new to those of us who have been in the industry for some time, but it becomes really important because selection is key.